Buying or selling a home is one of the most important decisions you'll make in your entire life. Call the Holly Ritchie team today for a free market analysis.
Hi everyone, welcome to a very special edition of Spanning the Need. Today we're going to be talking about the Boardman Rotary's Pancake Breakfast coming up the next 2 weekends. And here to join us is John, the co-chair of the event. John, thank you for joining us today.
Hey, thanks for having me, Tony. Glad to be here.
Always a pleasure. So talk a little bit about actually, let's talk about the Boardman Rotary. If people don't know what Boardman Rotary is, talk about what they do in the community and what they are about.
So Rotary is nothing more than a group of individuals who want to do good and impact their community in a positive manner. So a lot of people have a lot of preconceived notions on what it takes to be in the organization, specifics. Realistically, we span, numerous industries. We have people who have been there for 20, 30, 40 years. But the ultimate goal is raise money, do good in the community. So we have our slogan, and this is Rotary's as a whole, is service above self. So literally putting yourself aside and doing what's best for the greater good. That's what Rotary is all about for the most part. And I mean, great group of individuals, even having, joined other clubs or I should say visited Canfield, Poland, Warren, just all like-minded individuals that want to influence their communities in a positive fashion.
And just out of curiosity, how many members does Boardman Rotary have?
Don't quote me on this. I want to say last number that rings a bell, 72.
And that's a pretty good amount of membership for your Rotary.
Yeah, and we're always trying to get more people to come in. Obviously, I don't want to say a revolving door by any means. I mean, I would say the average length of service overall membership would probably be 10 to 15 years, if I truly had to say it. I know I've been in for just shy of 10. Maggie is about the same, the other co-chair. But then there's individuals who have been in for 40 plus years. So, it's a good way to just network, but for good reasoning.
Well, and we talk about you guys serving above self, and you have an event coming up over the next 2 weekends. It's the Boardman Rotary's Pancake Breakfast that you guys have pretty much had for years. Talk a little bit about that event, how it got started, and what can we expect?
So it was, from my understanding, initially, well, let me preface by saying this is our 40th annual. So it's our 40th anniversary of doing this. It is a yearly event. We did miss one in there for COVID, but basically it was nothing more than a event to really bankroll the organization, to really amp the funds to be able to then turn around and put right back into the community. So this is going to be kind of a milestone for us. Over the last 3 years, we've done only to-goes. So literally it was like a drive-through. Obviously the pandemic had a big influence on all that. So this is the first year we're going to be back in person. It is our second largest fundraising event next to Oktoberfest. And it really gives us the means to do what we need to do. We have tons of amazing sponsors. I mean, shout out to like Sam's Club, who goes above and beyond for everyone. And just tons of different local organizations all coming together to say, okay, whether it be financial giving or actual goods, everyone kind of just straps in and says, yeah, we're going to do this because it does help the community at large directly. And you can see that impact.
And we know that it's at Boardman Park, and it's from 8 a.m. till about 1 p.m. at the Larisha Community Center. Another gentleman that was well involved in our community, Anthony Larisha.
Great guy.
Yeah, great. Passed away a couple of years ago, handful of years ago. And so what would we expect? Can you walk in, take out? How much pricing for the breakfast?
Yeah, no, all good stuff. So yeah, it is going to be the 18th, 19th, 25th, 26th, 8 a.m. to 1 p.m. Like you said, Larisha Center, Boardman Park. It is walk in. So you just come in with your family. We see a lot of people come after church. The park will also be holding a couple events, very family friendly. They're going to have hay rides and some other activities there. We're developing it a little bit more on our side, where we're going to have a outdoor area that we're going to be doing there's going to be a wood carver, some coffee, like more specialty kind of coffee. But we're trying to really capture that younger audience and get them to come out. We are expecting a big turnout because of it being the first year back. But, individuals can come in, say you don't have the time to stop, but you want to be, a part of it and, help us out. We do take to-go orders, same thing, just come in the door. It is going to be $7 per meal. That includes 2 to 3 pancakes, I believe 3, and 2 sausages. You can purchase additional sausage for $1. You get coffee, water, juice, things along that line. And kids under 12 are free. So, and by no means I also would say, we ask it's a donation. It's not a requirement. And every once in a while, we have individuals who want to not donate. Okay. This is something to help the community. So, we've seen, individuals come in off the street who maybe needed a little help. I can remember a couple of years back, there was a gentleman who was literally asking for money on the corner of Market and Southern, and literally somebody went down, picked him up, brought him up. We fed him, gave him a nice warm meal, and sent him on his way and said, hey, you know what? If it helps him out, great. So it is a $7 donation is the long way of saying that.
And that's understandable. And just so all this money that you raise, what will you guys, the Rotary, do with all the money raised?
So basically, it goes right back into the community. Lots of different factors. So pretty much either Rotarians themselves can nominate individuals or organizations, but more times than not, an organization will approach us. They put in a formal request. They usually have a dollar amount, and they have to provide reasoning as to why they're requesting the funds. Then goes before the board of directors. They then will say, hey, we approve, deny. Then it will go in front of the membership, depending on the amount that is being asked. It may be 1 reading, it may be 2 readings. So larger amounts, $4,500 going to Interact Club at Boardman. We read for it twice. So I will say I've never seen anyone not get the funds they're requesting. But then again, I'm not on the board of directors either. We really try and support everyone for every single means. The most recent being is we had a speech contest with 4 high school individuals that came in from speech and debate. And basically they gave us about a 10-minute speech each on their topic of choice and how it relates to basically Rotary and our 4-way test of doing good for others. And from there, we pick a winner, and that individual would get a $1,000 scholarship. And more times than not, we end up giving all the kids a $1,000 scholarship just for showing up and making the effort.
If someone wants to know more information about the Boardman Rotary, do you have a website, Facebook, or can they call?
Yeah, absolutely. So the easiest way, we do have a Facebook group. That would be probably the easiest because it's the most monitored. We do have a website, and then on the website is going to also be contact information for our mailing, as well as direct lines to president, vice president, so on and so forth. So we're pretty reasonable when it's, you need to contact us, but Facebook is honestly the easiest way. Just send a message through there.
I appreciate it, John. Thank you for taking a quick moment to talk about your upcoming event. We wish you the best of luck. And we hope that it's a very successful one, like the other 39 that have been.
Well, thank you, Tony. I greatly appreciate it.
Not a problem. If you want to see more interviews or other stories or good news stories, you can go to our website at spantheneed.com. Everyone have a great day. Thank you.